silver spoon in hand. Lord, don't they help themselves up? But when the tax man comes to the door, Lord, the house looking like a Roman cell. Yo, it ain't me, it ain't me. I ain't no millionaire son, no. It ain't me, it ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one, no. And some folks in average star-spangled eyes, ooh, they send you down the wall. And when you ask them how much should we give, ooh, the only answer more. Yeah, it ain't me, I ain't no military son, so. It ain't me, I ain't no fortunate one, no. It ain't me, I ain't no fortunate one, no. It ain't me, I ain't no fortunate son, so.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to LoserCast, episode 3. We were supposed to have a guest. There was supposed to be a guest, which is what I set up the subtitle for this episode as, which is we were supposed to have Vito on tonight as a special guest. And I wanted to mention that at the beginning because this has become a running theme with me on the internet. This is probably the third time I've attempted to do a show with Vito that has been rescheduled or canceled last minute. Vito was fucking good at that. So
did he say he was too busy making lasagna or something, or
the mafia keeps taking him out, man.
Now listen, I have come to the conclusion that I'm never gonna get it. There'll always be an excuse. This time the excuse was at the time zone. He did not realize that I said 10 p.m. EST. He thought I said 10 p.m. PT. I don't know. Let's roll with it.
All right.
I'm hoping he comes on next week. So I'm gonna ignore it. It is what it is, as they say.
He thinks it's gonna be 1 a.m. Eastern. What? Not everybody lives in Alaska, faggot.
Yes, I don't know. I don't know how that was supposed to work out. I don't decide these things, man. I'm just a man with an abnormally large head because I lost too much weight.
Oh, I didn't know where that was going.
Yeah. I was gonna say man with a plan, but okay, all right.
Oh, that too.
Abnormally large. Whoa, what?
Abnormally large penis that others just can't.
The more weight I lose, the larger my head appears on my body. It's what you realize is Toad right now. Toad is a small man, but Toad, I swear to God, if you lost 100 pounds, you're gonna look in the mirror and go, "God damn it, my head is huge." It's just a thing that happens.
But also, your penis gets bigger the more weight you lose as well. So.
No, I was gonna say that. The first thing I'd notice is my penis at all.
Yeah. You won't give a shit about your head, right?
Tony'd me. By the way, the two other people on this stream with me will have no idea who either of the people this chat is referencing are, which I absolutely love.
I have no idea who Vito is. I don't know who Tony is.
This is a whole other world of the internet that I am on that you guys have not much experience with, which is Comicsgate and the world of like indie comic books and stuff like that, which I got.
Hindi comic books?
Yes.
Like Hindu comic
no,
books?
like indie. Oh, like indie rock band.
I thought you said Indian, like Shitman or something like that.
There's a whole other world on the internet that I am a part of, or at least have been exposed to, because of this whole thing with Eric July. Eric July went on the internet a long time ago as like this black internet jibber jabber guy who was like coming up with like libertarian shit. And so he was using that to gain sort of views. And then he tried to come out with this comic book series that is completely shit the bed and raised a bunch of money from fans, and it's all kind of grifty shit. And so I made these videos on my original Outlawed Thoughts channel where I would just shit on him. And surprisingly, some of those videos got like 4,000, 5,000 views. It kind of got like what Outlawed Thoughts that channel got the most views on is those pop culture video views, just talking about that guy's shitty comic books.
That's very funny.
So
shitty literally, they're Indian ones,
yeah.
My favorite is Dr. Diarrhea, myself.
Dr. Diarrhea.
Yeah.
But as a result of it, that's how I crossed paths with Vito and a lot of these guys on the internet, is because Vito is one of the guys that was going after Eric July and those guys, and I knew who Dick Masterson was and stuff as a result of his previous stuff on the internet. So
I know how to Dick masturbate. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm still thinking about Dr. Diarrhea. Just imagining what his superpower would be.
Dr. Diarrhea is a fun concept.
It's just a stream of it that comes out of his ass, you know?
Yeah. And he can fly, you know? And they work.
Oh, yeah, he can use it as a rocket engine, basically.
Yeah. It's how India finally gets to the moon. They use Dr. Diarrhea.
It's how they have to do it, man. The diarrhea-powered rocket ship.
Yeah.
It's the only way.
It's like, yes, you said talking about green power, we have brown power.
Yeah. Imagine being up in space with those guys. Like,
oh, man. Do you think the vacuum of space would be enough to, like, suck the smell away?
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Like, can you smell anything in outer space? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It might, they might single-handedly introduce enough microbes, to like create Indians across the world. So maybe we shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Is my microphone still sounding low on your guys' end? I
think it's better now.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
I think I just had to project. I had everything set up on their end. So
all right.
Hoping it's all working now.
Oh, yeah. Feels like it's a little bit of a different vibe here.
Yeah.
With no Tyler and
well, fucking Eldon's in the chat too. That little cocksucker could have probably joined somehow. But
coming to your house.
He gets a pass this week.
Not for me.
Beards only today.
Yeah, we're a beard only show. We have the beard supremacist hour.
That's right. ZZ Top, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to bring up the previous
CC Bottom.
CC Bottom is great. Fucking goddamn it, Clippa. Fucking Clippa is quote tweeting the stream on Twitter talking about how Vito ghosted us.
I don't know who Clippa. Who's that? Like the Microsoft Word helper guy.
These are more people you won't know. Clippa, by the way, if you are watching and you are somewhere you can stream, I will send you the link right now.
Now, are you saying that because you're not allowed to say Clipper with a hard R, or
no? So this is wild, and I'm actually we'll do some little lore here. What? So young Clippa. You'll recognize is a very close name to Young Rippa. Young Rippa is what Eric July goes by on his YouTube channel and on his stuff.
Okay,
Young Clippa is the guy who Eric July called the cops on and got charged for going to his warehouse, tried to get charged for going to his warehouse, which is a public business, and taping money to the door.
Oh.
And Eric July called the cops on him. Clippa is a fucking top class troll and legitimate funny dude, like on the internet. He is and able to get under people's skin quite easily. We'll put it that way.
I was like young Clippa, like Zubak or something. That there is no young Clippa. It's like James Harden.
Yeah.
They're all ancient.
I've got the results of last week. Last week we had The same amount of votes, I might add, that we had on the
Yes.
previous.
Ooh, I did all right. Wow, I'm actually shocked. Bonnie Blue 0 votes. Wow.
Yeah.
Bonnie
wow.
Blue-
We got a lot of
unable-
total votes, man. Holy shit, 12? That's crazy.
Yeah.
12
Right.
votes. That's wild.
So Eldon did get in a car accident, and his lip is healing. His tooth got chipped.
Ooh.
Hope
you get
Tooth got chipped.
So
Wow.
better.
yes. So I didn't know
Hope
if
your
he was
tooth gets better.
I'm sure he'll mention it when he's back on. But
Yes,
yeah,
dude.
he managed to fuck himself up.
Dude, that happened to
Damn.
me, and I did not miss an episode of Tower Gang after I chipped.
That
I
is
chipped
true.
The tooth. If you remember that, that was
I do remember that.
yeah, like my friend's pug like ran across the room, and you know how like muscular and like condensed pugs are. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a ball of
bullets.
muscle. The pug like just shot across the room and like jumped up onto my lap because he wanted to say hi to me. I was drinking a
Jesus.
beer out of a glass bottle and it was up to my mouth. He jumps up onto my lap and hits his head right into the bottle and it smashed right into my tooth and chipped my tooth. That was awesome. Yeah.
Oof.
I had to get it filed down, basically. I went to the dentist, like, yeah, we'll fix that.
Damn. They
By
filed it down.
filing it, yeah, so that it looks like it's almost even. Dude, it looked
Oh,
like
damn.
like part of it like was still there, and it looked like it was like almost like it looked like my tooth had a fang, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like it's just a little,
Like, not-
little tiny little guy.
Yeah. It became two teeth. It became two fangs.
Yeah.
Temporarily. I tried to suck some people's blood and almost got arrested.
Well, it's because if you would have presented them with a yarmulke, they'd be like, "Oh, carry on, Rabbi. This is a
Yeah.
part of your tradition." So
Right.
I
yeah.
sent you the link. If you want to do audio only, you can hop on. If not, it's up to you.
Yeah, I mean the difference between me and the moil is that I was doing it from a neck of an adult rather than the penis of a baby. But you know,
they're like, "What are you doing? Get off of that
So-
full-grown woman. Go suck a baby's penis."
yeah,
I have never been able to find this, but it is a piece of what I would call deep fried, unreproducible artwork that I found one day. I used to have all these old books, and I still have a ton of old books on this shelf here, like shit like from the 1800s, like shit like that I'll come across and collect because I think is neat. One of them was I had these old Irish books that were on like the Irish Depression and like potato famine, and like a lot of it was like journals of people's writing about
I was,
their
I was
experience.
like, the Irish Depression. You mean the existence of Ireland?
Yeah.
Pretty much. And so
Just
One-
Irish.
one day while flipping through these books, I found what I can only describe as some like OG anti-Semitic artwork. Like it was hand drawn and handwritten like postcards. Like somebody had
Oh,
taken
nice.
a plain
Wow.
white piece of paper and
Yeah.
then drawn anti-Semitic artwork over top of it. And there was a bunch of stuff in there that related to like stretched out noses and stuff like that. and shit.
It was a 4-leaf swastika.
It was shit like that. It was just what you were just talking about reminded me of it because it was the same like style.
You found some
Like-
so you said you found some accurate historical documents, and
Yeah.
along with the rest of the accurate historical documents.
Yeah.
In Ireland though, that's funny. I
Dude,
didn't
it was
think
funny.
they-
Yeah, somebody in Ireland had a bunch of somebody in Ireland.
They're like, these banshees, they steal your money.
Yeah.
Oh,
what
it's-
Leighton found was the Emerald Heil.
My grandmother was part of the historical society that cleaned out these old homes local to my town. Right, this place called Millionaires Row, and there are all these old homes here that they decided to go that like all the town founders lived in, right? And so they decided that the historical society was going to be the ones in charge of cleaning out the place and cataloging everything years and years after these people had died. And so my grandmother was part of that crew. And when they went through there and started going through the house, like she said, like there were literal piles of like these anti-Irish racist postcards and shit that these people would sit, because these were all like old school masonry, like members of the Masons and Elk Lodge, like fucking real pricky types.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like,
Old school
and their
rock.
whole homes were full of like anti-Irish propaganda artwork and shit. It was wild.
That's
Yeah.
so
Like,
funny.
You mean like from America, right? Because
yeah, like
Yeah.
anti-immigration stuff for the
Oh,
Irish
yeah.
from back in the like 20s and 30s and railroad days.
oh yeah, the Irish
Like-
and the Irish and the Italians were the original blacks, man. So I'm owed a lot of reparations.
Well, it's funny because my family, like, our whole, like, my grandma's her whole family's from Pennsylvania, which is like, that's where a bunch of that stuff was going on. And when you go back into her history, her family owned and operated like a metal company, like a company that created metal products. And so
Right.
the further I went back into her history, the more I'm like, oh, you people were also Irish slaves, but you were also buying a lot of slave labor too. Like, there's no way you weren't doing dirty shit in this business you were in.
Wait, so your grandma was Irish, but then or her family was Irish, but then
Yeah, so
also
I'm like 20-30% Scottish, Irish, and then another 10% Welsh. So our whole like bloodline comes from that area. But the second they got over here and started making money, they got into the metal, like steel working businesses, which all were businesses who hired out Irish labor.
Well, they're like the the like Mexican Republicans, they're like
exactly.
No, keep them out.
Yeah, Carnegie was Scottish, and then the slave labor that he employed were the Carnegers.
The Carneger's Hall, right? That's
yes.
Well, Eldon is joined via audio, so I think
What's up?
Hello. Oh, dude. Just hanging out, I guess. Sorry I wasn't there, but I heard Toad saying he showed up, so I was like, well, now I got to show up.
Show your teeth.
I wish I could. I don't have a webcam.
Oh my God.
My missing tooth.
It's totally missing. Whoa.
Well, it's my front tooth that's chipped, which is like
Yeah.
kind of sucks.
Oh,
Ruins my face card. Not that I had one to begin with, but still. Look
I don't
like
know.
a
I mean,
Alaskan hillbilly.
Yeah, it might be considered in. It's like meth chic.
Yeah. Which, that's not the kind of image I'm kind of going for,
Yeah,
so.
you need to be at least an extra 100 pounds heavier than Eldon is to have chipped teeth without people thinking you're a meth head.
Yeah, exactly.
You're too skinny with cracked teeth and you immediately look like a meth head. But if you're fat,
Exactly.
everybody just assumes you fell over.
That's true. But if you can go to one of those like Democrat centers and then get some free meth or something like that, then you can sell the meth to someone else. You say, hey, I'm addicted to meth, or you get some free supplies or free money. I don't know. What I'm saying is abuse the system to your benefit. You're getting your tax dollars back.
So I was going to try to convince him to start a GoFundMe and try to convince everybody that he was in this horrible accident, and then immediately try to get money out of everybody he could.
Yeah, just say that you were in a racist attack.
I was racially profiled and they beat my ass.
Yeah, exactly. Or go the other way and say, I called a black guy the N-word, and then he punched me. So
I racially attacked and I was attacked.
yeah. Be like, I wasn't even being mean. I just said it.
I wouldn't do nothing.
That's the word, dude.
Yeah. Now you can use AI to come up with a video. So have your own Shiloh Hendrix
You
thing
call
going
one
on.
guy a dirty wop, and all of a sudden you did something wrong.
I mean, the biggest hole in that story would be convincing people that there's black people in Alaska. So,
Oh yeah,
Dude, I swear to
100%.
God, I don't know what it is with the last year though, but there's been 100 fucking viral videos now of black guys being like, I'm a black guy in Alaska, look at me. And then suddenly they go viral, and I'm like, why is this a thing? Yes, there are black people who live here. They live in one specific. By the way, what's hilarious about it, and Eldon can back me up because he's in Alaska too, black people only live in one area of the state. It's not like they're all over the place. They're in one neighborhood in Anchorage, and that's it.
It's called Mountain View. You don't want to go there.
Mountain View. I used to live there. I know where they're all at.
It's called Mountain View. Wow, I was expecting
Mountain
something.
View.
That's the least black
Yeah, I was
name for
expecting
a
something
tell
a
neighborhood.
you.
lot slummier.
Martin
let me
Luther
tell
Mountain
you
View or
guys.
something like that.
I've been to the lower 48. I've been through.
MLK View.
I've been through Compton. I've been through Montebello in California and
Yeah.
to Santa Monica, those areas. I've been through parts of Chicago. I've been through New Jersey. I've been through I've seen like some ghetto-ish areas.
South Chicago. Oh boy.
None of these places, none of them can equal the type of hood that exists in Mountain View, Alaska. It is
way.
fucking retarded.
Baltimore
It is,
might be close. Have you
Yeah,
been to
so I've
Baltimore?
seen,
God, yeah,
like,
Baltimore.
so to be
awful. I've
clear,
been there, yeah.
like I've seen video of Baltimore. I've seen St. Louis.
Kensington. Yeah.
St. Louis looks fucked. I've seen Detroit. Like those areas look worse. Don't get me wrong. But it's bad, man. It's way worse than people think it's going to be when they come to Alaska when you picture hood. And then you go into Mountain View, you're like, what the fuck? This is nasty. Like, this is like...
Yeah.
And
All
it's
in one
like-
area, though. It's like it's
Oh, it's a spot that I mean
Blacktown.
where all the houses will have
Yeah.
bullet holes in
Little
them, like
Africa.
apartment
Yeah, little
buildings. With,
Africa. You can just stay away, man. Stay away from
No, it's
Nigeria town.
it's a fucking little area in the state. And then, yeah, it's hilarious for me
you
to
could throw
see.
something else in there.
It's hilarious
I
for me to
almost did.
see the videos of people being like, yeah, look at us. We're black people who live in Alaska. And I'm like, you are in the worst part of Alaska that everybody stays away from because it's where all the black people are. Like, literally only Samoan and black people go there. Like, you have to be so poor to stay there. Like,
Yeah. Well, Samoans in Alaska make sense because they're fat, so they have like that natural protection from the
Blubber.
cold.
Yep.
Yeah.
For
yeah.
black people, it makes absolutely no sense because you're on a surface that when it starts melting, you'll just drown. Like I don't
I am
understand.
convinced the only reason Samoans end up in Alaska is because of our football programs and because of our sports programs. We basically, every football team, every high school football team, because
Yeah.
there's no real good college sports here. So
Right.
everybody takes high school super serious here.
Okay, I get it. Yeah,
And
yeah.
so as a result of that, the high school football teams are fucking juiced to the gills. They are retarded. And one of the things they like to do is like, you'll have a football team here where our demographics are like 70% white, 15% native, 15% other. And yet our football teams will be 80% Samoan. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I see what you're doing here. Like, yeah, it's kind of hilarious. To
I wonder
look
if the
at.
Mormons have any hand in that.
I'm sure they play a lot of sports here.
Because the Polynesian islands have been heavily converted to Mormonism, and so
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
there's
then-
a lot of Mormons in Hawaii for that reason too.
yeah.
Right, and there are a lot of Samoan players on like the Mormon, like college football teams, like
Yeah.
BYU, Utah, whatever. They got a
Yeah.
lot of Samoans over there.
Their coach is actually I think uncle and also brother, relative to a ton of guys I used to work with at the state hospital at when I worked at the mental hospital there in Utah, and
Wait,
and-
Utah's coach?
BYU's coach.
Oh, BYU.
They all have-
Who is there? I don't even know who their coach is.
Kalani Sataki, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
that's
gonna.
right.
I was
Yeah, yeah,
literally.
yeah, yeah.
So what I was
Samoan
about
dude,
to say was all of their names sound like they're in the middle of a haka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're all Samoan names sound like you could actively turn
Yeah.
them into a chant.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kalani Sataki. Yeah. No. Also, yeah. So someone who's, I think it's like must have been his nephew or whatever. Someone that's like not his son that worked with me on the boys unit of the state hospital. I worked with him, then he left, and then later came back. A news article came out that he was showing kids pictures of his penis
Oh,
on the
Oh.
unit, and I was
yeah, that
like,
could be a problem.
dude, like, come on. And apparently like this, because there was a news article, and then obviously I heard the story from people that still work there, and they go, yeah, no, what happened was he'd do this thing where he's like, yeah, show, here's my like gaming setup or whatever the hell. Oh shit, that's a picture of my penis. Oh no, promise you won't tell anyone. You want to see any more?
Oh, that's my joystick.
Yeah. I was like,
By the way,
yeah. Like,
tried to ninja
here's
his
my
penis.
Do you want
He
to
tried
see
to
any more
ninja
pictures?
his penis into situations. Like,
Yeah. Like, I mean,
I kind of respect that. Like, like actually strategizing. Like, here's this other picture. Oh, oops, my penis is.
I love the idea, right? Okay, I love this idea of having a PlayStation or just a random item sitting on a table, and you've just taken a perfect resolution photo of your cock, printed it out, and taped it underneath it, right?
Oh,
and you're
no,
just like, hey, could you hand me that over there real quick?
Oh shit!
Yeah, you print out a picture of your cock and you just have it in random places.
I taped that to that table there.
Oh damn, dude! I'm sorry. You saw my penis.
That would be like.
Oh, that's it. Oh, sorry. That's my penis. Oh,
All
Yeah.
of a
I
sudden,
totally
they start
forgot,
picking-
dude. I'm so sorry.
They're just picking more shit up around your house,
Yeah.
and there's clocks underneath everything. It's
Yeah.
just like you.
Like, to be honest, it happens a lot more than you think. It's kind of like a easy thing to happen,
Yeah.
You try to justify it. Like in the moment, backpedaling, like, okay, listen, come on. So, like, you haven't had a picture of your cock taped to a table before. Like,
You've never printed out a picture of your penis for someone? No.
Yeah, come on, dude. That's like old school, man. It's like the days of like the Polaroid. That's more
Sorry, I was
romantic,
trying
right?
to be romantic. Yeah.
Yeah, you send a Polaroid
literally,
of your dick
you start
in the mail.
describing the plot of the time traveler's wife. So listen, I have to print them out because I've got to leave them in this fucking mailbox. I can't just.
What would you do for love?
Oh, this is what I do for you.
Yeah. The Polaroids are also like how you get away with it, right? Because there's no like digital trace of it.
Yeah.
just randomly
By the way,
leave
this
the
is-
places.
This is Toad describing to the audience how to get away with storing your fucked up porn.
No, I'm just talking about getting away with like putting
Yeah.
your dick in random places.
Yeah, because
Acting
because if
dicks.
you don't know, when you print stuff off on paper, it has this unique little pattern, and it can get traced back to you.
I've
that
been
is-
leaving Polaroids of Goatsy all over
Polaroid
colleges from here to.
Oh, dude, we did. So yeah, I mean, back in the day,
Polaroids.
the shock sites. You had Goatsy, you had Lemon Party, and Tub Girl. One time, freshman year in college, this dude who he wound up being one of my roommates in one of the later years. He was a male cheerleader, and then he wound up moving to San Francisco. So you probably know what's going on with that dude. Although he was slaying
Alpha
a lot.
male.
He was slaying a lot of pussy in college, actually, though. But he he fucked all of us, basically. Not literally, but he,
Right after that, yeah.
he
had
fucked all of
sex
us.
with
This one day we were all like in the dining hall, like having dinner, and he comes in and because we saw all these fire engines like near our building because we were like across the street, and he's like, dude, like the fire alarms, the sprinklers went off and like got water all over our computers, and we're all like, fuck. And then we all like ran back to our dorms. So we cut dinner short. We all go into our dorms, and it turned out he was just making it up. He was lying. So he trolled all of us. We're like, fuck you, dude. So I came up with the idea because we were already like tub girling everybody at that point, basically, where my most creative tub girling of somebody was this dude who lived across from me who was this wrestler who would always walk around the building naked. Crazy fucking dude. He came up to my door one night and knocked on it, and I looked through the peephole, and he had Tub Girl up at the peephole. I'm like, fuck you, dude. So I found his printer on the internet, and I printed out like 100 copies of Tub Girl on the dude's printer. So this was already like a tradition at this point. There was already precedent for this. But then when this male cheerleader dude, like lied to us
Fucked you over, yeah.
and it fucked us all over, got us to leave dinner, whatever, because you had to swipe into the dining hall. So it's like, I mean, it didn't really matter using another meal. We always had a ton of meals, but whatever.
Yeah,
we were all pissed. So I'm like, fuck him. And he wasn't in his room at the time. We tub girled this guy's room to such a degree. We printed them out. I hid tub girls like everywhere. Like we had those like waffle ceilings. I hid them like in the ceiling above his pillow and like just everywhere,
In the
like in
drop
books.
ceiling,
Like, dude, it was so crazy that one of the ones that was in one of his books fell out in front of his father when we were moving out at the end of the year. Like there goes tub girl. Yeah, and his father was this old, old Japanese guy. But we also,
what is this?
yeah, the best thing that I did was I tub girled his computer where I made tub girl his wallpaper. It was Windows, and then I screenshotted the entire desktop, made that the wallpaper. And then I deleted all the icons and hid the taskbar. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's tub girl as your wallpaper. Nothing is clickable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just
And it takes a lot to get that back. And I changed his all of his browser like home pages because you can like change what the home page is in. You can change it in the like the application start settings. So when you so even if you change it in like the actual settings, it won't go away because like from when you launch it from like the icon or whatever, you can change the home page. So I changed it to Tub Girl. Assuming that everybody knows what Tub Girl is. Maybe you should all go to tubgirl.com right now. Or .org, I forget.
Growing up, I had growing up, I was homeschooled, but we had like this building we would go to for like certain classes and stuff. And they had a big library there and all the computers that people could use and shit. And so people would, when the place first got opened, none of the computers had like locks on them or stuff. And so people would go do shit all the time on them. And there were two things that I remember like implicitly. One of them was the thing that got the computers finally locked, which was that this kid named Tyler, who I was friends with, who is the guy who did both of these things.
Our co-host?
One of the things that he different kid. This is a kid who was the only other guy who ever joined the choir class. It was me and like 24 or 23 other kids.
So gay that I did it.
So he joined as well and then left, and he was the kid that I knew that when he turned 18 would go on Craigslist and hook up with like chicks off of fucking Craigslist and shit back in the day. So he went and he changed. This is what got them banned and locked, which he changed all the computers in the library to have all the icons would show as the picture of Nicolas Cage with his face back like that, yell with his mouth open. And then he changed all the backgrounds the same thing. And then when you would click on things, it would just auto open the image of Nick Cage and wouldn't give you the application. So all the computers were just bricked. So they had to reset everything in the IT department.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Like, because you had to delete that file off of the computer and you had to be able to get to the file. So you had to now take all the hard drives out of the computers and do it that way. And then
nice.
The other one I remember was that he specifically would print out fucked up images from the internet and just put them in books in the library. So there would be books all over the place where you would rent out a book from the school and it would have like, the equivalent of a fucked up meme. So like Goatsy or Cake Farts or those kind of shitty internet, old internet things like printed inside of them, which was funny.
Oh yeah.
Pictures of the Holocaust and children's books.
Somebody in my college, actually, I don't know who it was, but somebody got in trouble for posting it was a picture of Goatsy, but it was like kind of like inverted a little bit. Like it was turned into a flyer and it was posted all across school, and it was for this event called the Goatsy monologues. I mean, it should have been called like the Mangina monologues or something, but the same thing. It was this supposed event that was going to happen at one of the buildings on campus sometime, whatever. The flyers were like everywhere in the campus center. It's just inverted Goatsy everywhere. And I'm like, who the fuck did that?
some genius performance artist. Like
I remember like some like email went out like to the camp, like we've found the guy who did it. I'm like, fuck you, like let him go, free goatsy.
He's a genius. Yeah, free goatsy. Yeah, get that. Let's get that hashtag going.
Yeah, I don't know who it was, but yeah,
That's so funny.
Free
Yeah.
goatee is a wild thing to have to chant.
I mean, I was
Free my man
yeah.
goatee.
I mean, I became notorious for being the one who ran. We had like a file sharing hub because that was back in the day. We're sharing, all our music and movies and TV and whatever. I had the most music shared out of everybody back then. I was audio god. I didn't even hide it. Like everybody knew me as audio god, like on campus and stuff. Made me feel like a big guy. I'm like, fuck yeah. There's audio god walking by. I'm like, fuck yeah, I am.
Hell yeah.
No, but then I was actually running the file sharing hub on like a FreeBSD machine for the longest period of time that anybody ran it. It was only a thing for like a couple of years. I got shut down, and we already had like the next guy in line, like already ready to go. Kaiser Soze was the guy who came behind me. He was next in line after me. Yeah, and
Sick.
but yeah, I ran it for 3/4 of a year, and then they finally shut me down. So I was I don't know. I felt like the man for that period of time. I go into like network operations, and they were obviously using the hub like with me or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys shut my port off. They're like, you're audio god. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, or you're Crimson, I guess, because that was the DNS I was using. I'm like, yeah. Okay. They're like, you can't run a file sharing hub. I'm like, all right. And they're like, we'll turn your port back on, but if you do it again, we're gonna turn it off for like the rest of the year or something. I'm like, okay. And I knew that it was already going to be like back up in the next guy's room by the time I got back. Yeah. And I remember I was like taunting everybody on campus while I was running it. I actually had the physical machine that it was running on in my window facing the street. So it was right there. Like everybody could see it. I'm like, this is the DC++ hub, everybody running right here. Nobody knows.
Yeah. Yeah. You fucking retards don't even know what this shit is.
Yeah, that the beauty of being at a tech school, basically. This is the type of shit that.
Oh, nice, sick. Where'd you go to school?
Should I say? Am I going to dox myself if I do?
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, I forgot.
Well, it doesn't even matter. People know who I am. No. I don't know. It was Worcester Polytech.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
WPI.
Well, we had a clear winner from last week, Tim Pool. That's why I went ahead and started this episode's name out with
you won or lost.
Tim Drool. Won or lost, depending on how you look at it. And I was surprised by that. We had pretty much an entire slate of killer submissions last week. I'm surprised that Bonnie Blue managed to not get a single vote.
Yeah, that was what I was Tyler. Tyler was going right back to what he did the first time, picking the biggest whore that he could think of. Yeah. And Bonnie Blue was current too because of the Bali thing. I'm surprised that nobody picked that. She did not go to jail, by the way. She just got kicked out of the country.
That's wild too.
Yeah, I was surprised.
She's been kicked out of 3 countries, by the way.
106 more to go.
Yeah. Bonnie Jew.
Bonnie Jew is such a dude. Bonnie Blue getting kicked out of 109 countries. It is now the prophecy. Oh god, that is great. Bonnie Jew is such a good. That might be the episode name.
She's going on her Hebrew world tour right now.
Oh yeah, she's back in the UK right now. I think
she could absolutely get away with that van shtick in Israel. They wouldn't give 2 fucks.
No, I mean Tel Aviv is known as the gayest city on earth. She's fine there. Yeah, just go there and you can do whatever. You can be the biggest whore on earth, the whore of Tel Aviv.
Or Babylon, whatever. But
oh my god. Yeah, Tim Pool, I mean, he's been like continuing to be a loser this week, just having meltdown after meltdown, basically. Last week, it was for the meltdown about Candace last week, right?
Yeah, and that's sort of progressed. Now Candace is going and having meetings with Kirk's widow and fucking weird shit. I don't know, man. That whole thing is fucking odd.
It's definitely weird. I don't like the way that I see it trending, to be honest.
No,
unless TPUSA is going to cancel their Shabbat dinner, then I don't think things are trending in the right direction.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's like, it's like, man, if I was just, what the media would call, just a crazy schizophrenic thinking of crazy things that, this would be my idea of what would happen if the Jews were, then, hold on, wait, Shabbat dinner.
Yeah.
Like a book that coming out with a book that's like, hey, we love God, but you know what God loves too? Israel.
Oh yeah,
it's like
Charlie
what?
Kirk's book that's suddenly being released now that probably is not even written by him at this point. And on the cover, they intentionally made it so that it says "Stop God" in like big letters because it's called "Stop in the Name of God," but it's like "Stop in the Name of God."
God,
like,
It's the same thing as like the O.J. Simpson book, where it's like, "What if
I did it?"
If I did it, yeah.
If I did it,
The glove didn't fit, man.
Nah.
well, I mean, his lawyer was Alan Dershowitz, and probably also wrote that book, or one of his. Yeah, what was
Yeah.
it?
Oh, he had a whole team. He had
whole team. Yeah,
Was it Dershowitz? He had F. Lee Bailey was one of them.
Dershowitz, Johnny Cochran.
Yeah,
Of course, we all know Johnny Cochran. Yeah, and
Johnny
then
Cochran,
yeah. I mean, he was. Cochran was probably the least like evil of all of them, to be honest, which is crazy.
As
to say.
somebody who likes
And F. Lee Bailey and I forget, and Shapiro, whatever his name was.
Shapiro, yeah. As somebody who likes watching court cases, the entire trial of O.J. Simpson is a trainer for how not to handle a prosecution and how to completely destroy what is really good evidence if you don't have a good prosecutor. Because the problem in that case was not the evidence. They had all the evidence in the world. What they didn't have was a decent lawyer in the room. The two people prosecuting that case were complete stooges who had no idea what they were fucking doing. And Cochran and them were just were not even good lawyers, but they were just able to put up just basically smart arguments against what was a really shoddy put together trial.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get something to rhyme for black people, it's
right. Yeah. They just have to wrap their just wrap your arguments. Yeah, wrap the opening and closing arguments.
OJ did not kill today,
but it was also during the stupid. It was during the the 90s when like the Rodney King shit was going on and all that bullshit. Yeah, so there were some things that were in favor of OJ, even though OJ was in essence white in a way. I mean, he was living in Brentwood, which is also where Rob Reiner was being was living as well.
Yeah,
a lot of murders happening in Brentwood, by the way. But yeah, OJ was living there as well amongst all the rich white people. As everybody probably knows, because OJ was a famous NFL player prior to all that happening.
And I forget which black
OJ
comedian.
I had no idea.
Which black comedian recently?
He was famous for murdering bitches.
He is now, yeah.
Some black comedian I recall hearing relatively recently say like, yeah, he wasn't like he's like, yeah, people didn't we didn't consider him black till that whole thing. That it's like, oh no, he's black.
Yeah.
No, like he was like, I forget what exactly their point was, but it was something to the effect of like, the reason behind it, him, how he presented everything wasn't culturally black at all. Wasn't the same, he wasn't in the same category as Michael Jordan, fucking.
No, he was
Michael
not,
Jordan. That's what I remember.
No, he was not
I was thinking Michael Jackson.
No, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. But
Michael Jackson literally became white. So yeah.
And then he's still considered black though. Everyone was like, nah, he's cool.
No, and then the other thing that derailed the OJ prosecution was the fact that they're one of the lead cops that was on the case or whatever, Mark Furman, was that his name? They brought up, the defense brought up all the audio tapes of him using the N-word and stuff, and they're like, this guy's a total Nazi, whatever. It's completely irrelevant to the case.
Right, exactly.
We can't believe this guy.
And then you listen to it now and you're like, oh, this is like Lewis's act.
I listen to it now and I'm like, I believe this guy even more.
I I love the concept that Michael Jackson, one day some guy was giving Michael Jackson shit for not being black enough and being like, you act like a white person. And Michael Jackson's like, hold my beer 1 second. And just transformed into white Michael Jackson.
Fine,
Yeah.
fuck you.
It just happened all at once. Vitiligo was a lie to cover up that he just turned
Whitewashed
himself white.
I remember exactly. It was like creepy because I just remembered like, yeah, as a kid, I just remembered Michael Jackson, like kind of, was the, like the Thriller dude, whatever. And then all of a sudden I see him in like, you remember when he was in Free Willy, like he did the music for Free Willy, the movie. And all of a sudden he looks like a white lady. And I was like,
What the
very
fuck?
disturbed.
What's going on here?
It was very disturbing to me as
You know
a
what?
child.
He looks like he got dipped in the goo from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Like the ooze from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I can't remember what they call it. They have a name for it, but he got dipped in that shit.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Uh.
I forget what it is. Yeah.
I was thinking what was it? The original Batman with Jack Nicholson. He just called that, and that's how he became White Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, the Jack Nicholson Joker. Yeah.
Yes, the Jack Nicholson Joker.
Yeah.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Have you ever danced with children in the pale moonlight?
Oh my God.
All right, well, so we have our clear winner from last week. I think we should give our picks for this week. I think I'll start with Toad.
Am I allowed to like really piss people off or?
Do it.
Do it.
All right, my choice for the week is Rob Reiner.
Oh no!
I mean, how could you be more of a loser than being, a fat Hollywood director dude who's just a flaming leftist who's talking about, gun grabbing all the time, gun control, how we need to, allow for homeless people to be everywhere and whatever. And then what happens? He gets himself into a situation where if he had a gun, he would have been able to defend himself. And he let a homeless drug addict, his son, into his house. And what happens? He gets killed. And his wife gets killed too. So he's a double loser, really. Just everything about it is, just screams loser to me. So sorry. I mean, I love Spinal Tap. It's one of my favorite movies, but sorry.
So not only do I agree with this pick, but I agree with this pick so much that this was my pick. And so now I have you on the spot. Figure out a new pick for my loser. So I will be definitely going last this week.
Oh, boy.
So
You
funny.
got to think quick, man.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting fucking People
So I just get the
magazine
advantage
ads.
of going first, I guess. So you're not going to let me go
Yes.
first next week then.
No.
Yeah.
So I kind of had a feeling you were going to take him, so I let you go first because I was like,
Oh,
all right, if it's going to get got, it'll get got on Toad.
Right, so people do know what happened, right? Like his
Yeah, so I mean, Rob Reiner, to give it a nutshell, my understanding, Rob Reiner's son is like had an entire documentary movie made about him by his father about how he's this drug addict who didn't have the best relationship with Reiner and the mother. It didn't seem like
right.
from what I was getting, seemed like Reiner was kind of a shitty father, to be clear. And then
You'd have
you've
to be
got
your
all
son is that. Yeah.
exactly right.
Well, you live in-
Exactly.
you know,
And then
he's a director in Hollywood. Of course, his children,
Right.
were
Right.
raped.
Even though he has numerous really good movies, but
And the son is what I would describe as a unhelped or failed Nepo baby. So he attempted to do production, attempted to do acting, things like that. Never really got support from his father and also was never really successful. And then spiraled into drugs, alcohol, things like that. And seemingly the dad just kind of kept him around, I guess. I mean, there's this story now coming out from TMZ that he was like yelling things out and interrupting things at Conan's birthday party and stuff.
I
Bill
saw that,
Hader talked about that. It seems like the kid was just fucked in the head, and it seems like the parents were both fucked in the head too and kind of created the monster that killed them in the end. It is a very Frankenstein-esque thing.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the Stein.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, Rob
Fucking
Reiner
great.
has a hot daughter too, so that probably makes him a loser in some way as well.
Ooh, she's gonna be a rich hot daughter now.
It's
'Cause
like
there ain't nobody to get that money but her.
when a bunch of dudes want to fuck your daughter, I mean that seems like a huge problem. It seems like you're a loser if that's the case.
And also the thirst traps she posted right after.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that New York Post then
I saw it. They
posted and
Yeah.
shared, and then one of them is just a picture of her ass. It's like a
Her just
selfie with
her
her.
ass.
Oh, I
like
looked at
the
it. I
ass view,
know.
like that one. You know, it's
Like,
like
oh.
no parents in it at all. Just her ass. It's like, and it's one of the three that they put on the thumbnail. I was like,
Yeah.
and then like everyone was just like, bro, what? You know, because but I honestly think the people complaining about it were being a little ungrateful for, because he was a hardworking Hollywood director, and how proud would he be that his daughter is capitalizing upon this moment, bringing all of the attention to her, and also using her body to do it. These are the Jewish Hollywood ethics that they were raised on.
Yeah, he's basically Rabbi Shmuley, making sex toys with his daughter. It's pretty much
Exactly.
the same thing.
Jesus Christ. Speaking of Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson's innocent, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then so I guess fucking Rob Reiner is going to be a hard one to beat, by the way. That's a goddamn solid submission. All right. Eldon, you got one?
Yeah, I'm posting it in the private chat real quick.
Yeah, and being killed by your son is
Oh,
really
for fuck's sake.
it's almost the biggest loser thing that you can do, right? Like some of the biggest losers in history have done that. So like, Zinnis is gonna want to use one of those guys, probably like fucking. Although I think they're men of like mythology or something. Wasn't there one? Who was it? It was Oedipus'
Eldon-
father, right? Didn't Oedipus kill his
Eldon's got
father
a
and then
good
fuck
one.
his
Yep.
mother?
Yep. He killed his dad to get with his mom.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
kind
if
of a
you
weird
notice
thing.
the name
Major
of the
loser there.
episode,
Oedipus'
if you
father.
notice the name of the episode, I named the episode Tim Drool and Parricidium. Parricidium is the term, the Latin term for a kid killing their parents.
I thought it's patricide. I thought, well, that's killing your father. I don't know.
Yeah, so that is the word that comes from Parricidium. It's the
All
they
right.
yes.
It
you're
sounds like a
correct as well.
parasite.
So Eldon's pick
Yep, Jared Fogle.
Is Jared
We're
in the
going-
news again?
No, he's not. I just wanted to bring it back up. You can't ever forget. Never forget Jared Fogle. Anyway, if you don't know who Jared Fogle is, who the fuck are you?
Hold on, go to early life. Yep, there we go.
Go to early life.
Dude, I'm gonna argue that he's not a loser because he's like the most famous fast
Stop
food
asking me
chains-
for money, you fucking Wikipedia Jews.
He's the most famous fast food chain spokesperson ever, man.
Ronald McDonald.
But he's yeah.
Ronald
true.
McDonald is fake. He's not a real guy.
And he's not but he's still more
what?
famous.
My parents never told me that.
It's like learning that Santa Claus isn't
Yeah.
real.
Wait,
Santa's
hold
not
on.
real?
What?
He's
Who's
a
leaving
real-
me all those Happy Meals under the tree?
Jared Scott Fogle was born in Indianapolis, Indiana on August 23rd, 1977, to Norman and Adrian Fogle. He was a younger brother, and he has a younger brother and sister raised in a Jewish home.
Oh, you don't
He had
say.
a bar mitzvah while on a trip to Israel and was confirmed by his conservative Reconstructionist synagogue. In 1995, Fogle graduated from North Central High School in Indianapolis. He graduated from Indiana University, Bloomington in 2000, and then worked briefly in the Revenue Management Department of American Transair.
Wow, he even worked for a transgender airline. Holy shit!
Damn, he's a
Fogle
Pedophiles
first
and
gained media
trans yet
attention
again.
in 1999. Great year, by the way. Via an article published in the Indiana Student written by a former dorm mate about Fogle losing 244 pounds by exercising and eating a diet of Subway sandwiches. Dude, he has the Burt Kreischer life, no joke.
Dude, there's no way that you can lose that amount of weight by eating Subway. Like,
Well, he
you
claimed
just-
it. That's what he said.
Yeah, he claimed it. You just can't, dude. I'm sorry. Like,
Well, it was the whole thing was that he just literally didn't eat as much food and only ate
Right.
like a half a Subway sandwich.
yeah, and he had to have
Yeah, that was
exercised.
it.
He had to have exercised.
Yeah.
Guys, everybody. But then
Yeah.
the Fire Nation attacked. In 2007, Vogel came to the attention of the state and federal law enforcement agencies after Sarasota, Florida, journalist and radio host Rochelle Herman Walron, whatever the fuck her name is, told the Sarasota Police Department he made lewd comments to her about middle school-aged girls. She had met Vogel at a local middle school for a health event as he was in Sarasota for his speaking tour. She made recordings of Vogel's remarks and saved text messages between him, and then went to the FBI, where agents asked her to record her conversations with him. Herman Walrod befriended Vogel, and for the next 4 years, surreptitiously recorded her conversations with him as part of an ongoing federal investigation. She recorded him making several remarks about having had sex with underage girls and asking her to install a webcam in her children's rooms so he could watch them. Ultimately, the FBI could not pursue a case against Vogel using the recordings because they needed more substantiated evidence against him.
Yeah, they're like,
During
can you
the
record him
investigation-
actually fucking children, please?
That's literally, by the way,
That's
I
literally-
should
yes,
not.
that's
That
we
is
need
literally-
what
evidence. We're the
FBI
FBI.
said.
We need it, please.
That's
That is
literally
basically what they said.
there are many cases in which the cops say shit like it's basically like that. Unless they're actually doing something wrong, we can't catch them. It's like this man's
No, what's
talking about
wild
being a
is-
pedophile.
Yeah, it's because
Like-
the people in the FBI, they want to actually watch it. There's bad
they're like,
Jared.
excuse
Most
me.
people don't realize that
We
he
need to see
didn't
full
get caught
penetration.
until somebody else got caught, and he was caught as a result of them getting caught. It was like a weird chain reaction. So during the investigation into Russell Taylor's child pornography operation, authorities discovered that Taylor had traded sexually explicit photos and videos of children, some as young as 6, with Vogel, including images of his own stepdaughters. Taylor, who was sentenced to 27 years in prison, was later named an unindicted co-conspirator in the FBI's case against Vogel. What we found in Russell Taylor's home and on his computer led to Jared Vogel, said Tim Horty, a spokesperson for the United States Department of Justice. And then that led to him getting arrested, and we all know the rest from there.
Yeah,
it was like,
the fact that
finally,
he,
you got
the
the
fact
good
that he was
stuff.
constantly like offering children his 6-inch sub probably should have been kind of an indicator that something was going on.
That was
but I
the
don't know.
3-inch kids combo at best.
Oh.
So yeah, he's a Jew and a pedophile. Not even the most famous pedophile. I rest
It
my
was one of those Subway kids meals, if you get my drift.
Yeah.
So you just bring up a normal Jewish person and expect us to vote for him?
Right.
No.
The average Israeli citizen.
I'm not playing.
Are you though?
I am because I have my pick.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. I don't mean to cut you off.
No,
Oh,
no.
no. The floor is open.
I was
Because
just wondering how Jared has not died in prison, by the way, because isn't that usually what happens to guys like him?
Well, he did. So he got stabbed and shit at one point.
right.
He did get shanked pretty
I bet he
good.
wishes he didn't lose that weight then. The fat could have stopped the shiv.
yeah, could have had a fat armor, but no.
Yeah.
Instead, he just has a more easily accessible asshole.
Yep. He too created the monster that inevitably destroys him.
Yeah, he'd have extra padding on his ass too, to prevent those long felonious dicks going inside of him. Anyways, speaking of people that will probably get raped in prison, my loser of the week is technically 2 people that did the same exact thing at the same exact time, so I'm counting them as one person.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not racism because they're the same race. It's
The
because
Menendez
they did
brothers.
the same thing.
Oh.
No. That's a good one for next week, though.
Oh.
But What was it? Bahalaja Rahad. No, hold on. Wait.
Oh, God damn it. We're gonna have to
Spell?
put it See, so here's the thing,
They
guys.
sound
Here's some
Indian.
inside
Wait.
baseball.
Hold
I
on.
would typically be typing this into Wikipedia right now to bring up the screen.
Sajid Akram. Okay, sorry, I was just saying random Arab sounds.
Oh yeah.
Sajid and something else, Nakram, the ones the shooters at the at Pambandi Beach in Australia, and they're the biggest losers because they shot Jews. And why would you do anything to ever piss off your greatest ally?
Well, did they even do it? They might be patsies, and if so, does that make them bigger losers? I don't know.
Your Honor, does the glove fit?
I mean, something's going on there. I mean,
Exactly.
Regardless, they're somehow they're part of some, Israeli
But why would you-
psyop here.
Why, if you really do hate Israel that much, what you really should do is actually support Israel, because otherwise they will kill you. So,
Right, or they.
Can I point out
they make
something too?
Their fall guy.
Just an
Yes.
observation on this.
the biggest
shooting.
losers.
An observation of this mass shooting versus others that I've noticed is that this is the first mass shooting in the history of mass shootings ever where the media is suddenly not talking about the shooters, but rather who was shot.
Right.
And I don't know if you've noticed that. This is the first time that has ever fucking happened, and I'm going to make an entire video just
They're
about
not really
that
talking
topic.
about the guns either.
No, it's a psychological thing that has never happened in our zeitgeist. This is it. This is
I
the
agree.
first
And there
time
are,
I've ever
there are
seen
people
it.
out there talking about, oh, this is just another mass shooting. I'm like, no, it isn't.
Every other time there's one of these
See what
shootings,
they're doing
everything
here.
you hear is like, these guns were used, or these people, these radicalized individuals who are out, and that's
Right.
not really the conversation. There's people talking
no.
about how Muslims are bad, but
Right,
90% of it is, look at how all these Jews were being targeted.
It's because, it's because they want to crack down on anti-Israel speech. They want to potentially have more fervor, or whatever you want to call it, to go to war with some of these Middle Eastern nations, whatever. It serves numerous purposes for them. Also ridiculous, this didn't even happen in the U.S. It happened in Australia. But I forget where my other... Oh, also, like, there were a bunch of people on the right who were just saying, oh, this is, this is another one of these mass shootings, because they don't want to admit that Candace was right. Candace Owens had that tweet like 2 weeks ago that was like, second week, second week of December, there's going to be a 9/11 style attack. And people were like, no, it's not a 9/11 style attack. I'm like, it's supposed Arab people killing a bunch of supposed Jewish people in what they're calling a terrorist attack, and they're behaving the exact same way that they behave. Like, the media is behaving the exact same way towards it.
The mobilization of the it's like they were prepared in the same way for the response, and they're already like, all right, now we're gonna have we're gonna focus more on anti-Semitism, on blah blah blah, focusing on policing the internet and shit like that. And so that's why I'm saying, why would we ever do anything to piss off our greatest ally?
Right. And by the way, your dude Naveed Akram or whatever, if you've seen what I've been tweeting out, there were searches done on Google on his name like 5 days before the attack happened from Israel, and I think from some other countries as well. His name was Googled like a number of times, enough times to register on Google's like trends thing. So how does that happen?
Yeah. It is also one of those things though that I'm like, don't you guys have something to like fucking scramble your searches or something, like, like to not show that it's coming directly from Israel?
Google works with them and could just fuck with their numbers, but I don't know. Maybe they just can't catch it all. I have no idea.
That's true. I
think the stuff just gets tracked automatically.
No,
maybe
it's
they don't,
nuts. Yeah.
They don't think people are smart enough. And you still have a bunch of people denying it. Like all the pro-Israel people, are denying it. Like I was getting into it, or I at least replied to what's her name? The Gays Against Groomers lesbian chick. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to gaze
Aya?
against groomers. I'm gonna have to.
No,
look
no,
at
that
one.
no, that's Libs of TikTok. I'm talking about
Oh.
Gays Against
Oh.
Groomers. Jamie Mitchell or whatever her name is. She's a lesbian and she's against grooming children. Like, okay, but I mean, there are a lot of
Still
like,
gay.
yeah, there are a lot of gay and lesbians who do groom children, but also she's like good on that one issue. Like, okay, you're against trans people, whatever. Like, that's like the easiest thing to be. Like, you're against people that completely deny reality. Okay, cool. That's pretty low hanging fruit.
How brave.
Pun intended, yeah. But yeah, she's completely in the tank for Israel, and she's one of the people out there denying these Google searches completely. Oh, it's a time zone thing because one guy had posted, that there were searches done on the guy's name from Tel Aviv like a day before the attack happened, and she's like, oh, it's because of the time zone, and she's still not even right about that, by the way. It was still like hours earlier, but
She's like, you don't understand. The Jews can time travel.
right. But I went, yeah, exactly. But I went out and I looked at just like I changed the scope a little bit and I said, give me searches for that guy's name from Israel over that past week or whatever. And it came up with like a huge spike on like December 8th
Holy
or
shit.
9th. And the attack happened on the 14th. So I'm like,
A
what
week
time
later-
zone
a
is
week
that,
before.
lady?
Yeah. Again, what apparently they control the weather and time. So,
Better watch
Yeah.
out.
All right. So we have Rob Reiner, Jared Fogle, and Naveed Akram and somebody else, I guess. Are the two shooters?
yeah, and his son and father.
Okay.
So,
I didn't even know that. All right.
But yeah, and then the father got shot and died, and then the son is, I believe, in the hospital. Or
Wow. Sounds suspiciously like the marathon bombing where it was two siblings and one of them got killed in the aftermath and then the other wound up in prison and I think was
Right.
given the death penalty, whatever.
yeah,
Interesting.
very interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has Leighton had
Well-
enough time to determine who was
So I am going to throw in as my pick. I'm doing Erica Kirk.
Okay. All right.
That was my alternate pick.
That's pretty strong. That is strong. What's the argument? while you take a
Not
hit out of a
only-
butt plug bong. I don't know what that is exactly.
It's dabs. Yes, it is a butt plug bong.
Yeah, that.
I was gonna pick her because
I thought about it.
Well, not only has Erica Kirk gone on this whole fake bullshit media tour, basically just reiterating that my husband got shot, what now? Which is basically all you can say after that happens. And then all she's done is basically every time she seems to open her mouth in a public space about this whole situation, she makes herself either A, seem more evil, or B, seem more completely in the bag for the very people that most conspiracy theorists would think were behind her husband's killing.
That
And
is
so
correct,
it seems
yeah.
to be like either she's just dumb and completely just propped up, and she probably was beforehand. So it's like, or
Oh.
she's just been legitimately co-opted. But when I look at what's happening now with this, the reason I think she's the biggest loser this week isn't because of all of that. It's because she just had a meeting with fucking Candace Owens, which to me is like, well, you just lost because
I don't know, man. I mean, Candace is like saying that like positive things came out of it. And I'm not
No,
believing
here's the
it.
thing.
They're
I-
too
I-
like diametrically opposed to agree on that stuff. So I'm worried that it's gonna, we're just gonna see TPUSA continue to go off in this like Zionist direction. Like I don't think
Yeah.
that meeting is gonna affect much.
Well, no. For the record, I don't think that's not the argument I'm making. I absolutely think they're still going to continue in a Zionist like track of things. That's where they're going to be at. They're going to become basically junior Daily Wire. But the point that I'm making is the reason it's a loss for that meeting to have happened for Kirk is frankly because Candace Owens can come back right after that meeting and do what she did, which is basically have this not backpedaling like Tim Pool saying, oh, she's backpedaling. I don't think that's what she's doing.
No, I don't think she is either.
she's taking a very middle of the road approach right after that meeting, I think very much strategically. But I think she now has the ability to go say the things she wants to say. And when people go, oh, you're defacing Kirk's name, or you're defacing these people, she can go, well, I actually went and had a meeting and sat down with these people. Look at this. I did that. And she now has something to fall back on.
Yeah.
And I think what was dumb
it
and
doesn't work the other way.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
She took that card off the table for them. Yeah, I get it.
But it doesn't work the other way because for Kirk,
exactly, yeah. So
right.
I mean, to me, it was always a win, no matter what, for Candace to get that meeting. So for Kirk to have done the meeting tells me that they were getting enough pressure and people dropping their subscriptions to Turning Point that they didn't have much of a choice.
Okay.
Because I think there was a lot of crossover between Turning Point and Candace that a lot of people didn't realize. And so when she started telling people to drop their subscriptions, I bet they felt that. Much like I think Tim Pool felt it, which I think is the thing no one talked about, I think when Candace started shitting on Tim Pool and Tim Pool started seeing his monthly $5, $10 subscriptions through his private thing drop off, he started losing it.
I dropped mine well before that, but yeah. I gave him some for some amount of months because he had Tower Gang people on, but I dropped it more recently. What can you do? But I will point out, because you're talking about, well, Erica Kirk, like, where does she even come from? Like, is she like I think she's like a plant. I mean, there are pictures out there of her like hanging out with like Netanyahu's son or something like that from like years before she met Charlie Kirk. I'm pretty sure. Like, if you see pictures from like 2015 or something like that. Yeah, so I think she was totally, she's co-opted. I'm pretty sure they met in Israel. Yeah, like there's definitely something going on there if you start looking into her background. I think she is, she's not recently co-opted. I think she's a plant, man. I'm wondering if she was just a honeypot the whole time. Although I guess probably not, because I don't. When did she start dating Kirk though? I don't know. Like, was he already on the rise? And this guy's gonna be the next
I don't know
guy who speaks to the conservative youth, so we have to honeypot him with this chick.
I think know. Yeah, and also the thought being, do they just kind of do that in general? With not just only target at a certain point of time, they didn't only target him. They're just kind of like, all right, let's kind of diversify our odds. Like, hey, look, these guys are starting groups. Let's let's get our the Mossad tit the IDF division to go go shove the tits in the faces of all the young goy Republicans to to tell them, hey, you should really support Israel. I really like what you're saying, and you know what? You know what goes perfectly with that? Billions of dollars to Israel.
Right.
Five missiles dropped on children, and you get 2 PP touches. All right. We're linked. It's literally that scene from Don't Mess with the Zohan, where it's an Israeli and an Arab guy on the phone. I want 1 PP touch. I want yogurt stand 1 PP touch.
That's right. I forgot about that movie. Actually, a pretty funny movie. Yeah.
Good movie.
Don't Mess with the Zohan is a hidden gem of Adam Sandler's. As somebody who's like, it's another one of those movies that he did that wasn't big, but if you watch it now, you're like, oh, this is actually wildly offensive if you get the jokes.
Yeah, I saw it in the theater, and when it actually came out, it was like not a movie that people would have been like, oh my god, this is like so offensive. I went with one of my friends.
It would be. I don't think he could remake that movie today. Like, legitimately, don't think he could make that.
Sad state of affairs, and there are a lot of movies you wouldn't be able to make now, which sucks.
Dude, pretty much the entire catalog of Sacha Baron Cohen is unremakeable.
Do you know what you can make though?
Yeah, I loved Borat
gay porn.
When I saw it. Gay porn. Yeah. Saw Borat in the theater as well. I loved that one too.
I remember when that came out, and it was like, oh, this is like a retarded film. And then I finally watched it. I was like, oh, I get this. This is hilarious.
I was dying laughing in the theater. Yeah. I went that was when I was in college. I went with like a couple of dudes that I knew from college, and We just laughed our ass. It was so much funnier than I thought it was going to be. Just, I don't know, at least in that moment, I was like, holy shit, this movie is so funny.
Solid movie.
Yeah. But
Yeah, so I
he's
think,
a Zionist.
Yes, yeah. Well, and like he famously edited shit. Like he is one of those guys too that when you start hearing about some of the stuff he edited, it's kind of gross because he went and filmed like a whole thing where he went to the Wailing Wall and shit like that for one of his skits and then never released it because he, as a Jew, went there dressed up like an Arab and got spit on and like attacked by Jewish people, and then he refused to release the footage because it would
coward.
have made his own guys look bad. Yeah, and so
Coward.
that footage just
Release
wasn't used.
No, it's understandable. It's in the Talmud. You can't do anything that would make your fellow Jews look bad.
Yeah. I mean, he did do the scene in Borat. I covered the song on ukulele, and I got to play it live with Owen Benjamin.
Throw the dude
Throw
down
the
the
Jew
well.
down the well. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That was
In my
was so-
country, there is problem.
yeah.
That's the actual title of it. Yeah.
I
man.
wonder if I could
forgot
find.
about that one.
I wonder if I could find a copy of that recording.
Of me doing it with Owen.
Yeah.
Maybe it was behind the NDS paywall. I think. I don't know. It's still probably there. I don't know. You could
That's
ask
so
Top
funny.
maybe.
Yeah, I'm going to Twitter because I might be able to find out there. But yeah,
Some people probably posted like their own footage of it too. Like people were in the audience filming it, so it might be out there somewhere. The audio on that is probably not that good though. Like the mic that I had on the uke was kind of like falling, so but it's still kind of funny because it's just you hear the whole crowd just chanting it, you know.
Death
It's
of
a
the
s-
artist in that one.
It's a sing along because the crowd, you know, like repeats every line basically.
It's so funny, like having it be there, like, you know, you guys performing it there, but then having Sacha Baron Cohen being the one that wrote it, you know, he's like, oh, this is a funny parody thing that, haha, look at me, I'm so smart, I'm tricking these dumb
Yeah, haha,
Americans.
look at me, I'm a Kazakhstani or Kazaki, whatever. Yeah, anti-Semite. Oh, look at me.
Yeah, but you know, like, oh yeah, but like, you know, him as the Sacha Baron Cohen Israeli comedian writing this, like, haha, look, these people are so dumb, I'm gonna make all these dumb Americans laugh and make them look all anti-Semitic, and then everyone else watches this and they're like, yeah.
Well, in the movie when he was playing it in America in the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
And
No,
the crowd was
exactly.
basically kind of like, what the fuck, basically. But yeah.
No, exactly, but like, because I, like, you know, I assume the intention of that skit specifically was, all right, I'm going to redneck America and I'm gonna bait these Americans into being anti-Semitic and show, and, you know, kind of as a, you know, if you want to get conspiracy with it, you know, like, that's kind of a, oh yeah, sure, this is a haha comedy movie, everything haha too. Also, I'm throwing this in here just to show, look, see, America is anti-Semitic and racist. You guys do need to improve. You guys do need to do better. You know, like, you know,
The ones
comedy
who I
has a
always thought
point.
did that best was Top Gear when they went through the South on Top Gear.
I love
would-
that show, yeah.
I know. I'm rewatching through all of it. And then when they went through the South, they drew each other, went on their cars and drew like gay man love and like, you know, screw the cowboys and
I'm sure
shit
I
like
saw
that.
that. I can't really remember, but I know that,
Sides
like,
of all of their vehicles.
yeah.
And then drove them around and had people like legit threatening their lives in
I know that
parking lots.
They got in
Oh,
trouble in the like Tierra del Fuego one where they drove all the way down to the southern tip of South America. And they went through Argentina and they had like something to do with the Falkland Islands on their car, and people in Argentina got really pissed. And like,
Well,
yeah,
so
so-
that's
here's
one.
my opinion.
That Argentina story is one that, if you dig into it, has some fucked stuff too from the production. Because what they ended up doing was, like, they got themselves out, right, when they were being kind of chased down by these people, but they didn't get any of the production people out. So the production
I
people
know.
couldn't drive, and they were just stuck over there. And they kind of fucked their production crew over
Oh yeah,
a bit.
Jeremy Clarkson punched one of the producers at one point for like fucking up
was
his
just-
sandwich or something.
Well, that whole story is interesting
That's
because
so
I
He's
funny.
like
based,
the
dude. I
whole-
love Clarkson.
Yeah, I was
He's so
about to say,
fucking
based.
Clarkson
funny.
is a legit savage. He's like the guy is like exactly what I want to be when I'm that age.
He has
Like
massive balls, dude. He just doesn't give
no
a fuck.
fucks given. Just
does whatever
like
the
I
fuck
buy
he
just-
expensive cars and fuck you if you think I don't. If you don't like
yeah,
what
and
I think.
he just lives on a farm in like the middle of England somewhere. Yeah, and like whatever. He just doesn't give
That's
a shit.
awesome.
Yeah, it's great. All right. Well, we have our 4 submissions for the week. Got Erica Kirk. We've got some Arab sounding fucking names that I'm going to have to Google. We got the Australia shooters. That's what I'm calling them from now on.
Yes.
We've
yeah.
got Rob Reiner. And who did Eldon pick? Did I already
Jared
say?
Jared
Fogle.
Fogle.
Jared Fogle, motherfucker. And Jared Fogle.
Never forget.
We have quite the fucking poll this week again, even though we only have 4 submissions. It's 4
heavy-
solid ones again.
It means you can do it on Twitter this time.
Yeah, we might as well do it on Twitter. I guess I'll go ahead and put it up and we'll retweet it. What I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna make a LoserCast Twitter account, maybe,
Alright.
which we'll use to post those from, but I don't know.
Okay.
We'll figure that out
Yeah.
going forward. Okay. Well,
Grow this
everybody,
thing.
you have your orders. You've got your submissions through the door. And, well, let's close out the show with something. I've got something we can close out the show with.
Does it throw the Jew down the well?
Is it plugs?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
fuck.
shit. I forgot about plugs. Yeah. Toad, where are you at?
Learn to Tone on Twitter. I just got approved for subscriptions, so I have no subscription content yet. But
Motherfucker, I'm still waiting to get approved for that.
I got rejected once. It's been a long time coming, so I got to give the fans something. So Learn to Tone on Twitter, Learn to Tone on Instagram. Toadstool Sports is my betting show on YouTube. It's also on Apple, Spotify. Covered in Uke is my ukulele cover YouTube channel, so that's there. Patreon.com/learn to Toad, and there's some bonus Uke stuff there. And that's it for now, because I am supposed to be on a New York Giants podcast with Ben Weir, but we haven't actually started it yet. It is called The G Spot, and it's very tough to find.
Toad, do you have an Instagram page that's I'm the Villain, and it's just every day? Do you run that one?
No, I do not
Okay.
I've
run
seen
that.
that too.
Someone else runs that
Somebody
one.
else runs it.
It's-
I have no idea who that person is. Yeah, somebody on Instagram posts me singing, NHH. Singing Heil Hitler. I'm the villain part every single day. That's my biggest fan. I have no idea who that person is.
That's great, dude. I saw that. I'm like, nice.
Yeah, I tweeted about it once.
That's sick.
And,
Bless
L'chaim.
No.
Eldon, go ahead and give your plugs.
My name's on the screen, Zinnis Dominus on X. That's about it. All I got.
Yeah.
Vito's a shithead for not showing up. I'm here for Toad.
Thank you, Justin.
Shout out Justin in the chat.
Yeah.
My normal plugs at Liberty Layton on Twitter, and then over on Outlawed Thoughts here on YouTube. You can go to outlawedthoughts.com for that, which is my other channel. But I'm excited to keep growing this one. We're going to be doing Thursday shows. That's the new announcement. I'm not sure how many of everybody is going to be able to make Thursday. We're going to make that work as we go. I wanted to have an episode where I could have Adam Nutter on regularly, and the problem is that his schedule is a little bit wonky compared to everybody else's. So Thursday, 7 p.m. EST. Yes. Thursday, 7 p.m. EST is the tentative time. So we'll see what I can do with that time slot, getting people to show up, and then I'm going to go from there. We might have to adjust that.
It's
so
not going to
we'll
work
see.
for me. I still don't get why he can't. Oh, it's too late for the old man.
Yes, it's too
Even
late.
though I'm older and Tyler's older.
Yes.
Shit, I got work I got to wake up at 5. and it's what time is it?
But you're not a
I
pussy
don't
like
even fucking
Adam,
know.
so.
Yeah.
I mean, I am, but I'm
Oh.
still here.
Oh, all right.
All right. Well, we're going to close it out there, everybody. And I hope everybody had a good week. And we will see you guys Thursday for the next episode. And I'm going to close out with a song.
What song you got?
In my country there is problem, and that problem is transport. It take very, very long, because America is big. Throw transport down the well, throw transport down the well, so my country can be free. So my country can be free. We must make travel easy. We must make travel easy. Then we'll have a big party. Then we'll have a big party. In my country there is problem, and that problem is the Jew. They take everybody's money, and they never give it back. Throw the Jew down the well, throw the Jew down the well, so my country can be free. So my country can be free. You must grab him by his horns. You must grab him by his horns. Then we'll have a big party. Then we'll have a big party. If you see the Jew coming, you must be careful of his teeth. You must grab him by his money, and I'll tell you what to do. Throw the Jew down the well, throw the Jew down the well, so my country can be free. So my country can be free. You must grab him by his horns. You must grab him by his horns. Have a big party, and then we'll have a big party. Throw the Jew down the well, throw the Jew down the well, so my country can be free. So my country can be free. You must grab him by his horns. You must grab him by his horns. Then we'll have a big party. Then we'll have a big party. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, that was
All right, everybody. Have a great night.